Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2022 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of June, and this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. Welcome everyone. Thanks as always for taking the time to be here and watch these videos. A note of gratitude for your liking, sharing, subscribing, those of you who reach out for personal readings, your feedback and comments. It is all appreciated. Okay, Sagittarius, this reading is for you last half of June 2022. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Sagittarius, it's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian, but as we always say, it's a good idea to watch all of your signs if you know them, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, because each one can bring in a little additional insight and perspective. Now, if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to maybe take a deeper look at the situation, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Personal readings do make great personal gifts. Feel free to email me directly, maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I do offer quite a wide variety of readings. I can usually respond with more information the same day, and I'm pretty timely about scheduling too, so email me if you're interested. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what the last half of June looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with some wish fulfillment, abundance, or decadence here. Your cup's overflowing, getting what you want, or having what you want, in a more kind of physical, visceral, decadent sort of sense. More than enough to eat, to drink, abundance. With the Fool, brand new journey, starting off on a new journey. However, for some of you, the Nine of Cups and the Fool together, sometimes the Fool literally represents being foolhardy or foolish, just going after what you want or diving into excess without really thinking about what the consequences, and that could be a foolish thing to do. Next we have the Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits, best friends, a great partnership or union of some kind. Might be relationship for some of you. With Justice, honor, transparency, morality, ethics, doing the right thing, because that's what you're going to be judged by, right? The outcome is usually dependent on what we do, not what we think or wish or dream, but what we actually choose to do. The Six of Coins, the giving or receiving of a gift, paying attention to the balance of giving, because sometimes it can represent somebody who has a lot to give, but they're only giving a little. With the Empress, a mother or mother figure, a very beautiful, abundant, sensual female. It can represent fertility, giving birth to new things, or an actual individual. From the bottom of the deck, representing the overall focus for the last half of June is the Judgment card. So we have Judgment and Justice both here. This is the overall theme. The overall theme is judgment. Now, what does it mean to be judged? It means that you're called to answer for your actions, your choices. It can usually represent a choice, the closing out of an old cycle, and a fresh start. It can sometimes represent a second chance at something you may have not made great decisions about before. So what I can see so far, Sagittarius, is a pretty strong theme here of reaping what you sow, meaning what your choices and actions in this situation will be, what you choose to do is, the outcome's going to be decided on what you choose to do. So choose carefully and choose wisely, and make sure that you're choosing a moral, honorable, ethical path. Let's clarify Judgment for overall energy. For some of you, it could be a legal situation that affects you and your partner. something closing out and a new beginning based on your actions. Judgment. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Two of Cups again. Relationship is pretty central here. That's what's clarifying Judgment. The Six of Cups is history, roots of origin, also the secondary soulmate card as well. And the Tower, unexpected events. This looks like a big wake-up call. A big wake-up call. For some of you, possibly a wake-up call that can lead to an opportunity to make a life-changing decision that is true and right and honorable, maybe as opposed to what you've chosen or what's been done in the past. Clarify the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Cups again. The Nine of Cups twice. I mean, unless you're winning the lottery, this represents a lot of almost like excess hedonism or materialism. Judgment again. Clarify the Fool. The Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability, financially, materially, emotionally, perhaps with relationships. The Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak, breakup, separation, emotional pain. And the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you could be another fire sign for relationships as well. Yeah. For some of you, this may have already happened, but for those of you for whom this isn't in process, it looks like a big wake-up call for the end of the last 2 weeks of June. For you or somebody close to you, perhaps a partner, it's definitely going to be affecting a relationship here. For some of you, there is a second chance to do something before you lose something or something falls apart once and for all because of somebody just going after what they want. Only what they want, perhaps without considering the other person here. It's kind of one of those blinding flashes of realization where you're like, oh my God, what am I doing? I've got to do something different. Sorry about that. You have like a moment, almost because I almost want to say split second, maybe not literally a split second, because I feel like this blinding realization, there's a very small window of opportunity perhaps to make a different decision that is not a selfish decision. I feel like somebody here has been selfish and the cost and the consequences of that are knocking right now. So we have the Two of Cups and Justice next. Let's clarify Two of Cups and Justice. This is either one partner needing to do the right thing by the other partner, or the couple together needing to do the right thing because there's a very short window of opportunity in which to do that before, perhaps even to avoid a disaster based on your actions. The Lovers and the Five of Wands, fight, arguments, conflict over the future of a relationship, or I mean, this is either about the relationship itself, which is on the verge of perhaps being lost or breaking up permanently, not being able to agree on what the best decision is for the future of the relationship, or if the relationship itself is not in doubt, then it's about making decisions to do the right thing or not do the right thing in another area of life, but it's going to have a significant impact on the relationship. It feels like there's arguments and conflict over what is the right thing to do here. Clarify Justice. The Ace of Swords, the Epiphany, truth revealed. getting a clue. That blinding flash of realization. It feels like there's conflict over an argument. I feel like a disaster or a painful ending can be avoided here for many of you, but it's going to be based on what you choose to do, based on some realization or some illumination of truth. All of a sudden seeing it, It may be that one person in this situation goes, oh my God, what have I been doing? This is costing me something very dear to me, or a person very dear to me. I've got to fix this. I've got to do the right thing right now. It's kind of what I'm getting. I almost have a sense of urgency too. And we are looking at a pretty short period of time, just 2 weeks. Clarify 6 of coins. Gift giving, gift receiving, maybe breadcrumbing. It may be that because of past actions, somebody is beginning to withhold. Temperance and the Hermit. So I think somebody is making a decision to give less here, to share less, maybe to love less, to give less, because that's what they need to do to maintain their own balance. This is something that they have learned. It feels like there's a lesson here for somebody, whether it's learning how to, in terms of how to give and receive in a healthy, balanced way. There's a huge opportunity for learning here. But if you choose not to make the right decision, whether it's you or the other person, it feels like something is going to come crumbling down and be lost. Whether it's the relationship itself or something in another area of life, but it's going to impact the relationship pretty negatively. Clarify the Empress. Somebody may choose to withdraw because of it, just because they need to keep a healthy balance, and they can't do it in this situation because it's an imbalanced situation. The High Priestess and the 6 of Swords, yeah, because they intuitively know this is what they need for healing. Somebody may be withdrawing. Again, whether it's in another area of life that impacts the relationship or it's about the relationship itself, I feel like something is teetering here. And there's a slim opportunity here, a slim chance, a slim opening to fix something before it's gone. Before somebody decides to leave because they feel it's in their own best interest. All right, advice, guidance, feedback for Sagittarius. The 8 of Swords. This is somebody who feels trapped and held hostage by their own belief systems, ideologies, excuses they give themselves, but they're not really trapped. See, Swords is governed by the element of air, which is what governs our intellectual landscape, what goes on in our head, right? Belief systems, ideologies, perceptions, perspectives, because that affects the way that we look at ourselves in the world and relate to other people and situations in the world. This is somebody who says, I can't because of this, I can't because of that, I can't because of the other thing. You can free yourself. You can move forward. There are options. You're not trapped with no options. Now, it might be difficult, but there's nobody holding this person down in this circle. Nobody's holding them on their knees. The chains wrapped around their wrists aren't connected to anything or anyone. They could twist their wrists. Those chains could fall off. They can stand up on their own 2 feet, rip the bandage off, or rip the blindfold off, walk out from between those swords and free themselves. But they're telling themselves they can't because of whatever. One ideology, a bunch of different reasons. Usually fear is driving that. But Spirit is saying, you're not trapped, you're not helpless. 7 of Pentacles, taking stock, taking inventory, what you have invested in something, making decisions. This is Spirit saying, if you're in a position where you feel you're in the process of watching a slow motion train wreck, watching something end or watching something fall apart, but you feel like there's nothing you can do, you have options. Spirit is saying, take a look at what you have invested in something, which means take a look at what you have to lose if you walk away or don't do anything. Take a look at what you have to gain if you stay and you put more effort into it. You could grow it from the 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, which is long-term security and stability. You're not helpless and you're not limited. You have choices and options that you are answerable for. Now is your chance. The Star, there is hope and faith. This is renewal of hope and faith and optimism. It comes after the Tower and the Tarot. You have options. You're not helpless. Take a look at what you have to lose and take a look at what you have to gain based on your actions and choices, which we are all accountable for, right? Ooh. Kind of an intense reading. Okay, Sagittarius, those are your messages for the last half of June. I hope that they gave you some clarity, food for thought, or validated something that Spirit was already trying to tell you. Again, if any of this resonates enough that you would like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper dive into this for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to hear from you. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link below. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the July general readings. Can you believe it's mid-year already? Until then, stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.